The program is on. Those of us listening via the airwaves, I will say welcome also. Welcome on board. Those my community members, let's start marking register now because the program is about to start. Okay, yesterday we talked about sibling rivalry. Yesterday, that was what we actually spoke about, and I said we are going to continue that topic today, siblings rivalry. For those of us joining via Facebook, please kindly share the link, like and comment. Kindly share the link, like and comment. You can't be listening to such kind of program and you will not invite someone to listen and also learn. The essence for this platform is for us to unlearn and to learn. Most of us have some ideas. We know some things that are not right, and we are trying to unlearn to learn the things that are right. So if you're joining via Facebook, please kindly share the link, invite someone, invite your friend, and like, and share. Okay, we talked on family circle, but before I will go, we talked on siblings rivalry, but before I will go on our topic today, let me first of all explain what family circle is, or what family circle stands for. Family circle is a program where we talk about value, culture, and family development, irrespective of our religion or ethnic group. So be it a Muslim, pagan, Christian, we are all together to learn and to achieve one purpose. What is that purpose? To achieve a sane community, a sane nation, a sane family. That is the main focus. That's the main goal. And we are trying as much as possible to bring that to manifestation. We are trying as much as possible to do that. And we talked on siblings rivalry yesterday. I made mention on what can trigger sibling rivalry. I gave so many points. I mentioned about few points. That's verbal and physical fights, name calling, tackling, being in constant competition for parental attention, and feelings of envy. Those kind of things can trigger sibling rivalry. It can trigger sibling. And the main focus yesterday was that I said that most parents are the cause of sibling rivalry. Most parents are the major cause of sibling rivalry because of their attitude towards their children. Some parents prefer one child to another. They give preferential treatment to a particular child, and other children will be aware of that particular treatment, which is not supposed to be. You gave birth to all of them. You're supposed to treat them equally. Even if you have preferential care or treatment on one, don't make it obvious. Don't rub it on the faces of your children. They are aware. Kids actually are smarter than you think. They are actually smarter than you think. You think they are not aware of what you do sometimes, but they are aware. They are in the know. Sometimes they might not say it, but they are aware. They are actually aware of what you're doing. And I made mention of that. I said it that most parents are the cause of their children having issues, clashes. Most parents. And most children tend growing up to continue that trace, tend growing up to have that hatred for themselves. And I gave room for phone lines, and so many people called. So many people, the same thing they keep saying. Some person said their mother treated one person better off than the other. In fact, it is so wrong for you as a mother or a father to treat a child differently from the way you treat others. It's so wrong. It's so wrong because you might not be there when the issue will escalate. Some parents are even there, but at that time, they might be so old to even want to say something or to intervene. Okay, today I'll be giving out points on how to correct such mistakes for those parents that have started such, or you've seen traces in your children, I'll be giving out points today on how to make corrections, how to make amends, how to make adjustments on this particular topic. Now, let me go through what I read. If you have more than one child, then you've had to refer siblings fights and rivalry. The fact is, even the best sibling relationships can have their moments of conflict and fraction. But with a little insight and patience, a much more peaceful home and siblings harmony can be achieved. When a good sibling bond is established early and children are taught how to manage conflict with their brother or sister, fighting and rivalry can be greatly minimized. Once children learn how to work through their differences, then family bond can flourish and grow strong. Now, some problem with sibling may be a clash of personality. In others, it may be unresolved feelings of rivalry. For instance, a child may feel like mom or dad favors their sibling more, and another child may feel resentful because they think they don't get to do as much because they are younger. Some siblings may like things calmer, while the other may like it loud. Now let me throw more light on this. Now you see there are some siblings that are very calm. They will call that one a brilliant child. That one is very calm. That one doesn't talk much. But you have another child who is everywhere, who is here and there, who is so loud, so lousy, and the rest of it. And then you know the differences between your children. You don't rub it on that one's face, that one is so rough, that one is this and that, this one is the brilliant one. No, you don't do that. Everybody's destiny is not equal. It's not the same. Even twins that come from the same womb together, their destinies differ. You don't nag on one and praise the other. It will affect them. It might not affect them immediately, but it is working psychologically. When they grow up and they remember those kind of things, they will definitely have issues with that particular sibling of theirs. Because they will feel that because of this sibling, my mom or my dad didn't show me much love like I should get. So it's there. Some parents are not even aware of all this, but some parents are aware. They purposely do what they do. Some parents are not aware. Though back then, they will say because our parents weren't educated. But what about now? So many parents are educated, and yet we still indulge in such things. Especially for those families that have so many children. You must definitely find this kind of attitude. Now, whatever the case may be, it's important that parents do what they can to foster a good relationship between siblings and make sure that any conflict or fight do not damage their relationship. Ensure that any conflict or fight don't damage their relationship as siblings. That bond must be there. How can you have a sibling and you can't call your sibling? You can't call. Some people might even have needs. They can't relate to their brother or their sister. They can't. Some will say, if I call him, he will laugh at me. How? Siblings are supposed to be together. That bond is supposed to be there. That bond, that unity is supposed to be there. So it's the duty of the parent to ensure that unity or that bond is strong. That's why they are called sister and brother. Do you know the meaning of someone called sister or someone that is called a brother? That bond is supposed to be there. It's supposed to be strong. When they have issues, the first person they should run to is their sibling. The first person they should call is either their brother or their sister. Now, I will give points. I will give about 5 points on what to do if you are a parent and you're listening to me today and you found out that your children have these traces. of siblings rivalry, you are seeing the traces in them, please make use of this point I'm going to be raising today. It will go a long way in resolving that issue. Let's try and raise a generation that love each other, a generation that can stand the test of time, a generation that can be his or her brother's keeper. That is how it's supposed to be. Charity, they say, begins at home. If you don't have love, genuine love for your sibling, for your brother, for your sister, how are we sure you will have love for your neighbor? That is how it starts. So it has to begin from your home. It has to. Children have to love each other. They have to see themselves as themselves. They have to love one another. They have to show that love. If you don't love your brother as you love yourself, then you are pretending. Then it's pretense. You have to love your brother no matter what. That unity has to be there. That unifying factor has to be there. Now, I made mention of some point. Let me go through the point I wrote down. Now, number one, teaching kids how to handle conflict in a positive manner. Teaching them how to handle conflict in a positive manner. This will help them. This will help them to minimize the rates of sibling rivalry. It will help them, seriously. Now, children who grow up learning how to prevent and work better at negotiating and working out compromise in future relationship, both at home or both at work or at home, it will go a long way. Children who learn how to manage, how to prevent and work out conflicts, it will help them, because if they eventually find themselves in such situation that's having rivalry with their sibling, they will use this same method to resolve that issue. Of course, it's okay for siblings to fight, to quarrel, to have misunderstanding here and there, but that misunderstanding shouldn't escalate. It is supposed to be resolved amicably and on time. If it's not going to be resolved on time, that thing will start growing. Little by little, it will grow. That's where you see most siblings today, matured men, matured women, they are having issues with their fellow brother or sister. Children who are taught how to manage disagreements sorry, please, 1 minute. Okay, children who are taught how to manage disagreements in a constructive manner by listening to their siblings' points of view will be in a much better frame of mind to settle disputes. Children who are taught that you should put yourself in someone else's shoes. See yourself as that person. Now, if that thing that you are angry about, if it's been done and you are on the other side, how will you react? How will you feel? If you try and teach them that way, teaching them this makes them have human sympathy. Makes them put people in their shoes. Makes them put themselves in people's shoes. If you teach them this, now learning how to handle disputes with their brothers or sisters will help children grow into adults who are skilled at resolving differences and better at managing relationships with others. Now, if you teach your children, teach them how to listen to people's opinion, listen how to go about conflict when they are having issues, whether they are right or wrong, how to manage it. There are some kids like that even when they are wrong, you still see them apologizing. They will still say they are sorry. There are kids like that. Now, if you teach them early enough, they will grow with that character. They will grow with these habits, and they won't have issues with anyone. They will even take this character outside. if you teach them that. Now, number two, step in. Number two, step in. Some parents believe that it's best to let kids handle conflict on their own. That can be true. It actually can be true if you give them breathing space, if you allow them to handle conflict on their own. But there are some kind of conflict that you have to come in. There's some kind of conflict that you might have to come in yourself and resolve it. Okay, let me go again. Some parents believe that it's best to let kids handle conflict on their own. That can be true to a certain extent. As long as children have the tools to manage disagreements in a constructive and peaceful way, as long as you've taught them how to go about such issues, how to manage those issues, you can allow them to resolve their issues themselves. As long as you have taught them on how to manage those issues peacefully and respectfully, you can allow them to resolve it on their own. But if the argument gets heated or there is a physical aggression, please intervene immediately. If you weren't present during the fight or argument, sit them down and talk about what happened and make them understand that aggression of any kind is not acceptable in your home, and be very bold about it. Children look at your countenance. Some children are smarter than we think they are. You are talking to them, they are watching you, they want to see your reaction. They want to read you. They want to read what your feelings are. So if you're saying this to them, you have to be very bold, telling them that in your home, you don't accept that. Once you do that, once or twice, they will take correction immediately, and they will adjust to the fact that their mom or their dad said there is no room for such and such in the house. Number three, understanding family as a team. Teaching them how to understand family as a team. Now, explain to your children that your family is team. Your family is a team. And like any good team, everyone needs to work together to have a peaceful and loving home. Any fight among family members can and will hurt the whole family or the whole team, as the case may be. Make them understand this. Make them understand that everyone, daddy, mommy, brother, sister, everyone is a team member. Everyone is a team. And if number one is not there, number 5 is not there, the team is not complete. Now, everyone's mind, everyone's attention, everyone's opinion has to be very important. Has to be noticed. Now, if a team member is not happy, every other team is expected to be sad. If you teach them all this, they will understand it, and they will know, even if they have issues, they will resolve those issues in no distance time. They will resolve that issue, knowing fully well that if they leave that issue, everyone will be unhappy. Everyone will be sad. Everyone will be affected. Now, number 4, model good problem-solving behavior on them. Model good problem-solving behavior. Now, children watch and learn from parents. If we are respectful and loving during a disagreement, our children will learn how to adopt those conflict resolution skills themselves. They will adopt it. If they watch the mother and father, and they know the mother and father had little misunderstanding, and the next minute they are laughing, the next minute the mother and father they are playing, those kids will learn that, oh, so it's not good for me and my brother to have issues, and I will keep it at heart, and I will keep malice. I will not talk to him. If we have issues, we are supposed to resolve those issues and continue playing together as siblings that we are. if you can exhibit this, your children are watching you, they will learn it and they will exhibit it. So it's better you exhibit good characters so that your children can watch you and learn. Because some things our children do today as a result of what they saw us doing or what they saw us acting. Some children actually saw their parents fighting and they go out and they become wrestlers because they saw their mother and their father fighting. So whatever we do, our children are always aware. They see it. Those things you think they don't know, they don't see, they actually do see. They see those things. They understand it. This world has gone, so it's different. Back then, if you give birth to a newborn baby, the baby's eyes will be closed for maybe 5, 6, 7 days before the eyes will be open. But now, once you give birth to a child, immediately, instantly, the child is seeing already. That's how it is. The world is changing. Things are changing. So you don't keep saying, oh, my child is still little, he's still small, he doesn't know anything, she doesn't. No, they do. They see everything. They know. They know, they see, they hear. They hear. Number 6, making respect a non-negotiable rule. Making respect a you have, the cadre is there. From the mother, from the father to the mother, then to the elder ones. Your firstborn, secondborn, thirdborn. Let that cadre be like that. Let that respect follow suit. Don't accommodate the younger one insulting the elder one. Don't accommodate it, please. Once the children notice such, honestly speaking, they might not say it immediately. They might not even act like they know anything. But seriously, that child is marking it. And you might not be there to see that child exhibiting that. Seriously, you might not be there. This means no name calling, and absolutely no hitting or other physical aggression. Also encourage your children to really listen to the other side of things and give them the respect they would like for themselves. Give them that respect. I will use myself as an example. I usually call my son one name when he was little, and I found out that if I call him that name now, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. And then I stopped. Because why? He is seeing himself as a growing man. Yes. So sometimes you give them the respect that they want you to give to them. Don't say because they are your children, they are children. No. They are growing up. A child of 3 years becoming 7 or 8 years, is that child still a baby? He's growing gradually. The child is growing. So you give them the maximum respect that they want you to give them. Even the fact that they are your children, they still need that respect. In as much as they are respecting you as their parents, they also want you to reciprocate that respect. So sometimes, if you don't do this, sometimes some parents will respect the younger ones, will praise them, and leave the elder ones. Sometimes they will respect the elder ones, praise them, and leave the younger ones. You have to carry everyone along. Parents, please, carry everyone along. Carry everyone along, please. Now, the last point, listen to each side. There are 2 sides to a story. There are always 2 sides to a story. That's why sometimes when some persons call me and tell me, oh, ma, this is happening, I would want to hear from the other side. I don't really take sides immediately because sometimes some stories might be coined. Yes, to suit them, to favor them. So I would want to hear from both sides. Then I will now give my final judgment or my final advice. But sometimes I listen. When I listen, I pick points from what you're saying. Sometimes I pick points from what you're saying, and I'll actually say it out. But it's good for parents to give room for two sides. Don't listen to the other child and now put every blame on this other one, not even allowing this one to explain his or herself. It's wrong. That's totally wrong. Please, if you listen to the child A, you listen to child B. From the two stories, you will know which is which. From the two stories, you must definitely know. Now, there will be two sides to each story in a sibling fight. Let each child feel like they are being listened to without judgment or interruption. Often, children feel better after venting to mom or dad about a problem, especially when they feel they can state their position and it will be heard fairly. When your last child comes and complain that, oh mom, this person did this to me, this person, don't immediately start insulting. Yes, I know he can do it. Even if you know that child is capable of doing that, don't say it in the presence of that other child complaining. Instead, persuade that child, apologize, and hear from this other child. Now, when you hear, you will know who is wrong. Then you will instruct the person that is wrong to apologize to the other person. Then you will also advise the other person to apologize to the person that is wrong. That is how to solve conflict. Oh, don't take sides. Don't take sides. Please, parents, don't ever take sides. Even when you know that this person is capable, because if you always take sides, that person that you know is capable or troublesome will keep being troublesome. But if you resolve the issue amicably and with wisdom, that person that is always troublesome would want to start acting like the one that is calm. Yes. There is wisdom in doing things, especially when it comes to kids, when it comes to children. Like I said earlier on, they are smarter than you think they are. I'll open phone lines. Yeah, I'll open phone lines for both listeners and viewers to call in. Listeners via the airwaves, viewers via Facebook. Or if you can't call, you can send me. You can just type in your message there or your experience. I will go through it, and if there's need for me to reply, I will definitely. Now I'm talking to my viewers via the Facebook. Now the number to call in is 09047671338. I will take that number again, 09047671338. That's the number to call in. If you have an opinion, if you have experience in what I just said now and you want to share it, you can also call in and let us know what your experience is or what your experience is. Please, can you turn down the volume of your radio set? Yeah, hello, good evening. Please, sir, turn down the volume of your radio set. Thank you so much. Thank you. You can't want to hear yourself and also want to hear me in the studio. It will definitely echo. Please, when you're calling me, try and turn down the volume of your radio set. It's as simple as that, please. If you don't, if it echoes in the studio, I will have to cut the call, please. And I wouldn't want to do that. So if you're calling me, try as much as possible to tone down the volume of your radio set. Okay, the number to call in again is 09047671338, and we've been discussing on the topic since yesterday, sibling rivalry. I've given out points on how to go about it, how to resolve this issue. If you have kids who you feel are already exhibiting such, Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Okay, go on. I can hear you. Hmm. 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 Yes. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. She's the informant. She's the spy. Wow. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. Yeah, like she said, some some siblings can be matured enough to resolve those issues, but some don't. Some don't. Yesterday, I had so many callers who kept saying the same thing. The same thing. Some families are even still in crisis as a result of this siblings rivalry. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Please, sir, can you turn down the volume of your radio set? Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Oh, wow. I think it's network. I actually lost that call. Okay, do call in if you have something to say as results of this program. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Wow, what's happening today? Oh, please, network. Network. Oh, it's raining. Oh, wow, it's raining. And the network is just jamming. Okay, do call back if you have something to say to me concerning this topic, sibling rivalry. The number to call in again is 09047671338. I will take the number again. 070 no 090 sorry 09047671338. That's the number to call in if you have something to contribute or to say as regards this topic, sibling rivalry. Now, I said it before now that most parents are the cause of this problem. Oh, I have messages. Okay, let me take this call. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Oh, okay, Mr. Mohammed, go ahead. Hmm. Okay. Hmm.
That's what I want to say with parents.
Okay.
I don't even understand.
Yes.
And we're brought up in a way that there's no, we're brought up in such a way that we're always together. Like, let me use myself as for example now. Like, okay, in my family now, I hardly see my children quarreling or fighting over something and all this. You understand?
Mm.
Yes. And I don't remember when last I have any nice situation with my wife, for example. So when the children grow, just the situation, you will find that there will be peace, even at the family level and the society level. And I try to make sure I cannot get one person something and leave the
Leave
other.
the other.
I always try to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, I always try to make sure that I have anything, I'll hide it in my office or I hide it in my car. Until I get it equal, then I'll bring it to the house.
Yes.
And here. And
Yes.
I don't accept competition between them in the house. You understand?
Yes.
I don't take competition between them because each and every human being have his own way. We cannot think the same way and all this. But sometimes if I visit some friends, I find it like giving your children food to eat now. Some people find that how will your children after eating the food they say, "Mommy, thank you." Some families take it as an offense that how your children eat your food and
they will tell you thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I said to my friend, I know this is the way we're brought up.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, anytime the children eat food, they'll go to their mother and say, "Mommy, thank you," before each and every one of them will go and drop their plate. But the only girl I have among my four families, three boys and a girl, the girl is the soldier I have in the house. Hello?
I can hear you. I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, the girl is the soldier that I have in the house. He's up and doing.
Okay.
And he's number three. You understand? But he control even the senior one because I always look at that. I don't know if it's because I call her my mommy. You understand?
Wow.
Tradition that when the child is born, we try to look at our some family member that do this. Okay, bye bye. I can't go for that again. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Now, the way you train your children actually matters. That's why you see most children that are not trained properly, they go out to embarrass the parents. Yes. So train your children properly. Train them. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Mr. Bako from Kabuta.
Okay, go on, sir. I can hear you.
Yes, I really enjoyed this program.
Thank you so much, sir.
I'm married with three boys.
Okay.
And then my first son is the flash of the family. Stubbornness. Up to a point that even my in-laws started getting mad for me.
Wow.
Whenever something happens in the family, when it affects me or it's involved, I find it very difficult to handle it because hatred was growing. When I had it before, because of the stubbornness, don't know where the hatred has generated from, and this program has really taught me so much.
Yes.
Because the way it feels too much, especially according to less concern. The way it plays is one of my major problems. And this program has made me to understand that I'm not supposed to show a preferential treatment.
Yes, it's very wrong.
Of course, I've been doing that, and I am guilty of it.
I understand. So many parents they are very much guilty of this.
Yes. I think I will talk to my wife about it because since my wife is kind of showing that. Thank you very much for the program.
Thank you so much, sir.
Enjoy your day.
All right, you too, sir. Yes, sir. And there's a way you approach that issue, and that child will be, honestly speaking, that child will take full correction. You'll be so surprised to see how that child will change. But when you are doing what you're doing and the child knows that the father doesn't like him, the mother doesn't like him, it becomes worse. The problem will become so worse. And the other children will just be pointing, accusing finger on that particular child. So there's a way you will handle it as a mother, as a father, and you will definitely get the right results on that child. If you just follow what I just made mention of, the points I said, the points I raised, if you follow it, you will definitely call me back to give me the good news. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Shalom from Abuja, from Airport Road, Abuja.
Okay, go on, sir.
I really enjoy the program,
Thank you so much, sir.
but it happened for me the way my senior sister was treating us, and then a lot of the day, all my brothers, there's nothing you can tell them now because they did something bad in the family. And which she has to come back to the school and only male in that family that you can rely on.
Okay.
But I cannot be saying it outside the secret thing. But it's not what I'm saying. But what I need from you, ma, I don't know if they can help me put it on air. I had a lady that was years back, some years back. I met her when I was in Nigeria. And then at the end of the day, she's from Kaduna. She's a Igbo girl from Imo State. Her name is Antonia Nwako. And at the end of the day, there's a misunderstanding between me and her that with my landlady to lead her to lead me. And then the day she wanted to lead me, I was going to work there. And I started to say, she carried my baby. I didn't even listen to her. She called my brother, who's the pilot, say, I carry your brother's baby for you. He didn't listen. My brother called me.
Okay, I think I lost that call. I don't know. Maybe because of the weather. Okay, Mr. Shola, do call me back. I'll be releasing my personal line. Maybe you can call me or send me a message via WhatsApp, and let me see how I can come in because I don't really understand where you want me to come in what you're saying. Okay, like we're saying, I'll take maybe a few more calls as regards the topic. Then I'll be wrapping up on today's edition of the program Family Cycle. The number to call in is 09047671338. I'll take it again, 09047671338. And we've been discussing siblings rivalry. That's what we've been discussing since yesterday. And I think we are coming to the climax of the topic. Hello, good evening. What's your name? Good evening, Ma. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Faith. I'm calling from Apache.
Okay, Ma, go on. Wow, I lost that call again. Actually, this is network. Okay, do call me back if you have something to say to me. On Monday, we'll be taking another topic. Like I said earlier on, I'll give this a break. Then maybe next month or next 2 months, we will revisit it. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? I lost that call again. Okay, like I said earlier on, I will give this topic a pause here today, and maybe we'll revisit the topic next month or 2 months to come. Yes. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Good evening, sir.
I missed the program where you were giving this support. I don't know if you can just, if not in English, that's not number one, so that I will catch up with it. I'm interested in it.
Okay, but if you can't catch up, you can watch via Facebook. You can watch it there on ITV Independent Radio Abuja. ITV Independent Radio Abuja. Yes.
I don't know, sorry, I'm not on.
Oh, you're not on Facebook. Okay, point one, I said, let me just okay, I said teaching kids how to handle conflicts in a positive manner. Yes, that's point one. Point two, stepping in any conflict. You step in as a father, as the fatherly figure or a motherly figure. You step in and resolve that issue amicably. Number three, I made mention of understanding family as a team. Make them understand that the family is a team, and if one person is missing from a team, that team is not complete. If one person is not happy in a team, that team, no one will be happy. So make them understand that the family, if you have 3 kids, 4 kids, make them understand that mother, father, and the siblings, they are all team members. And every team member is supposed to look out for the other team member. So if you make them understand that, they will grow with it. Then the next point is modeling good problem-solving behavior. That's you being the mirror they see. So whatever attitude you want your children to exhibit, you have to exhibit it, and your wife has to exhibit it first before you enforce it, yes, on them. They will even see you exhibiting it, and they would want to emulate that character, that habit.
That's right.
Yes, so the next point, I made mention of making respect a non-negotiable rule. Respect should be in place. Respect should be in place. That is it. Even God himself, there is a kada. God the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. That is how it's supposed to be. So from the father down to the mother, down to the last born, everyone is entitled to his or her respect. So make it mandatory. Yes, then the last point I made mention is listen to each other. That's listening to both sides. Don't take one story and act on it. Listen to both stories. From listening to both stories, you will now get the full story, and you will now know how to resolve that issue. I hope I've done justice. Yes. You're welcome, sir. Yes, you're welcome. Okay, we are coming to the climax of today's edition of the program, Family Circle. I'll be taking just one more call, so if you want to talk to me, you can for just few minutes. Please, if you're calling, try and turn down the volume of your radio set. I said it earlier on that by Monday we will be looking at another topic. The essence of this program is to enlighten us, is to add knowledge to us, to the little knowledge we know, and to act on those things we are learning so that we can make our family better. Hello, good evening. Wow, I lost that call again. Okay, do call me. I have few more minutes in the studio, so if you want to call me, just call me, but you have to make it very, 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 very brief. I lost that call again. Like I said earlier on, Family Circle is a platform where you must take home something. It's not your usual kind of program on the airwaves. This program is different. It's actually different. You must take home something. You must definitely take home. It's an educative platform where you learn. We are giving you this on a platter of gold. It has not been easy for me to come to the studio every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but that is the sacrifice I have to give to ensure that someone's home is better, to ensure that someone's relationship gets better, to ensure that someone's marriage gets juicier. Yes, that is the sacrifice I have to give. It's not easy for me, but I have to do it. So if you are joining this platform, please ensure that you listen and you apply everything you hear here. And I know if you do that, honestly speaking, you will definitely call me to give testimony of how your family, how your relationship, or how your kids have working, or the changes in them. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Please, can you be audible? I can hear you. Go on. Wow, I lost that call. Okay, I can't take any call anymore. I can't take any call. My time is almost running out. Okay, if you have relationship issues, now let me address this issue. If you call me and I don't pick your call, or you call me and I spoke to you on maybe one occasion or two occasions, and you are expecting me to call you back, please, I won't, because I can't save everybody's number. I am the one helping you. So if you need it that bad, you have to call and follow up. So you don't expect me to call you, or to call you and check up. You call me. If you call me, I will listen to what you're saying. Then I will proffer solution. I will give advice that suits the problem you're calling me for. That is just the best I can do. Now, if you have relationship issues, you have marital issues, you have your kids are giving you issues, and you want to see how you can address those issues, you can actually call me on 07037878937. I'll take that number again. 07036878937. 07036878937. That's the number to call me on. Please don't call me asking for money. Please, I won't even listen to you. Now, if you feel it's so urgent, you can send me a message, because some persons will call me 20 times. Sometimes I might not be close to my phone. If you feel it's urgent and important, you can send me a message. But aside these three things I mentioned, aside relationship issues, marital issues, and maybe your kids or something, please don't call me for any other thing. I'm just here to counsel you on these areas. That is my duty. That's what I'm doing on air. So don't call me for any other thing. I'm not jack of all trade. Please, that's the best I can do. So if you're calling me, go straight to the point, or you send me a message. I will definitely respond to your message. This is the much I can take on this edition of the program, Family Circle. Seeing you on Monday by 5 p.m. Someone was asking me when do I come on air. The program Family Circle airs Mondays by 5 p.m., Wednesdays by 5 p.m., and Thursdays by 5 p.m. That is when we meet here to deliberate on issues that affect us, affect our family and our relationship. I'll be seeing you on Monday, by God's grace, by 5 p.m. Please don't forget that family, your family, actually means the word. Always respect, cherish your family. Thank you so much, and have a lovely weekend ahead.